why did we stop being friends? Like, they were so humble, they worked, they know what it's like to work, they know what it's like to not really have things. They would have, if Jungle Collective was still in my life, they wouldn't be judging me right now. They would actually be helping me. We would actually still have a fun time, even though I don't have the nice car anymore, the nice clothes anymore, because they didn't never cared about that stuff. They always liked me for me. And this person is now like thinking about like they have like a blank spot in their mind about why you don't fuck with them anymore, though. That's the thing. Like, they don't understand why you're not friends with them anymore, or you're not like you're not interested. They know that you're not interested in their life. Like, they know that you don't want anything to do with this person anymore. I think by now they know, because you're kind of like in this place where you might look better than this person right now, even if you might be struggling a little bit. I see that like your finances is gonna go, they're gonna turn around really fast, like really soon, and like your whole situation, your life situation honestly is glowing up while this person is glowing down. And they're looking up at you like a really shiny star, and they think that they can talk to you because you know what it's like to be humble. But it's sad because it's like I don't think they're there yet, but I think there will be a point where they're gonna understand that they will never be on your level. I think something else is gonna happen to them where they're gonna finally understand that like why like they don't deserve a real person like you. Honestly, they don't deserve a genuine person who is humble and doesn't care about materialistic things or how people look or how this looks or anything like that, who has very valuable things to offer, or support. You are like you're like a treasure. Honestly, you're very rare to come by. You are love in a person. You're so strong, you've been through so much, whereas other people would have turned into supervillains. You turned into a superhero. You transmute like everything you've been through or everything thrown at you into love. Like, you've gone to a point in your life where you can forgive others, you can move on. And I'm hoping that this person isn't like confusing that for like your fucking stupidity, because honestly you deserve a way better friend than this. And I think this person's gonna get the message, though. I think they're like I think this is an energy that's looking at you from far away, but I think that the closer they get to you, like the more if this isn't like physically literally like they're 50 miles away and they're walking towards you, look, it's kind of like this. They're like, it's not like that like physical, sorry, but it's like metaphorically, like they're far away, like they don't have a lot of information, like you're blurry right now. Their vision of you is blurry because their memories of you are really from a long time ago, and they haven't talked to you in, like I said, what seems to be a decade or 10 years, and a lot has changed in that time. And you're a completely different person. You have a different confidence level. You value yourself. You value your time. You value your energy now a lot more, and you're doing what you can in your power to get better at that. And I think this person, I don't think they have a glance at that, or they don't even have a peep at that, because they haven't even been in your life that long. But I think that the more they get closer to you, like in terms of like researching you, because I think this person is, like I said, stalking you. They got caught for stalking you. And I think they're gonna get in trouble. They might get arrested. Some of them might get arrested. I think the more that they stalk you or watch you, or the more information they get on you from other people or etc., I think they're gonna realize that this is a situation that is deaded. Like, you have deaded the situation yourself. I think you're already over this. Like I said, like you don't even expect this person to ever come back when you last talked to them, because at that time you were completely done. The way you talked to them was like that because you're completely done. Even no matter what, even if this person came back 20 years later, even if this person, lost both of their legs and came back to you and asked for forgiveness, I don't think you would ever take them back or ever really see them the same person again, or see them as really that friend. or that supportive person that can meet your needs. Also, with your newfound knowledge about what your needs are and how to specifically, you know, help yourself be the best, be the most comfortable. This person doesn't, I don't think this person really understands that or really knows. But I think that when they get closer, like they take the little baby steps closer to you and they gather more information and they start developing this new picture of you, not through you. Maybe some of these people might come up to you. Unfortunately, someone might come up to you, maybe in person, and they might have to learn the hard way to your face that you're a different person. And you might even reject this person, or really like, if they come up to you in person, like to your face, and try to talk to you or try to say fake sorry or whatever, and try to restart this weird cycle with you again, I think that they're going to realize, they're going to think that you're, honestly, they're not even going to recognize the person they're talking to. I think that they're going to start talking to you. If this is in person, they're going to come up to you, they're going to like start talking to you, but mid-sentence, I think their tone's going to die down. And they're going to really notice the difference in your energy, and they're going to be I think they're going to get scared. Like, they're going to get a little scared, they're going to feel really awkward, they're going to feel really embarrassed, they're going to also feel really insecure, because the energy, it's like you're going to have like a completely different boundaries with them, and a completely different level of like, yeah, boundaries. You're going to have certain energetic barriers and protection around you that you didn't have before, that prevents this person from reaching you and triggering you, honestly, the way that they did before, to fight with them or whatever, or try to get a reaction. When this person's gonna talk to you in a way where they think, you know, is gonna work, that they always talk to you before. They might talk to you in the similar tone that they talked to you in the past, or like even talk with all the same words, even call you an old nickname, something like that. They're gonna start talking to you like it's 10 years ago, or however long this was ago. They're gonna start it up like it was. But then they're going to stop halfway through the sentence. They're going to look at you in the eyes, and they're going to start getting really insecure, and they're going to get really embarrassed, and they're going to get really scared. They're going to get really nervous. I could see this person getting really sweaty, and they're just going to see that it's not working, and they're just not going to know what to do, because I feel like this person I don't think they're equipped to understand like that this would even happen. I don't even think they were going to expect this. I think this person would think that you would take them back with open arms, and that you would completely forgive them and completely want to be their friend and completely want them to be your lover again, from far away, from the picture they're looking at right now, because they don't really know what's going on with you. But I think the more information they gather about you, they're going to see. And if they don't gather this information with you, and they're impatient, and they go straight to your house, or go to your door, or go to your work, and then they're like, hey, can I talk to you? Hey, I know it's been a really long time. Can I say da da da? They're going to start talking to you in this way, and they might even be lighthearted about it, or jokingly like nothing happened. Like, they might act like you guys are best bros again, but they're going to look at your face, and they're just going to see a completely different person. They're going to even think that they're going to feel like they're talking to a complete stranger, and it's going to be really awkward. Because they're gonna realize that you're not even on that level with them at all. Their level is down here in the past from like 10 years ago, and you already grew all the way to over here. And your expectations of people in general, of how to be treated, have just grown so much. Like, you've grown so much. You're so strong. You're really tough, and you're very assertive with what you need. I don't think you would hesitate to tell this person that they need to go home. Like, I don't think if they continued, I think you wouldn't hesitate to tell them to their face, like, no, I'm not interested in being your friend or your lover or anything like that, and I think you need to go home. And I think you're going to shatter this person's heart into a million pieces. And they're going to have to really, really be forced to see how they treated people and the kind of person they always were. And why they have to work these 3 jobs, why they have to be humbled, and why somebody like you is getting the things they're getting, and why somebody like you definitely deserves a better person like this, and why you would reject them. Because once you reject them, they're going to have like an identity crisis, and they're going to go home, and they're going to start thinking about it a lot, because if this is something they're not going to expect you to say no. And when they go through this, they're going to go home, they're going to sit down, they're going to be like, Why did they say no? Why do they not want me? Why don't they want me? Why did like they're gonna mull it over in their mind over and over and over again. They're gonna go crazy, and they're gonna just start remembering everything, how snobby they were, how shitty they were, how inconsiderate they were, how little they cared about you. Um, while you're taking care of your conditions, while you are taking care of your life, you might be even adjusting your life, readjusting your room, doing feng shui with your furniture, or just cleaning up in your life in general to make it more productive so that you don't have to be masking yourself so much or being working out of this anxiety crisis mode or depression mode or whatever it was that you learned about yourself recently or relatively recently that this person doesn't know about you. I don't think this person knows that you actually deal with certain things like this, or you deal with certain obstacles in your life that make it hard to process stuff, which makes you even tougher. And also really would explain why you don't want to F with this person at all. Why nobody in your position would ever want to F with someone this inconsiderate or bullying or just horrible, honestly. Yeah, this person might have used to be somebody who worked out a lot or was able to go to the gym or lift weights or something like that or train because, they had the money to eat healthier, eat the expensive avocado toast or buy the green smoothie every day and go to the fancy gym and the fancy spa after and the recovery, they're able to afford all of this because they don't have to have a job or they don't really have to focus on working or paying rent, and now they can't because, the universe has put them in a place where they have to work, and now they're getting out of shape. Their appearance isn't the same, and yeah, they're not able to focus on their health as much. And now I feel like some of you guys are actually in the energy of maybe going to the gym. This could also mean that you guys are going to the gym, or you guys could be working out or thinking about like maybe next year getting healthier for the new year, or just like feeling better, like trying to feel better physically with your body, by doing things naturally, or like trying to DIY certain things for yourself to feel better, like maybe like trying different teas, different medications, or like over the counter medications, trying different workout routines, different just different stuff on your own to get healthier, to get stronger, to get better, while this person is doing the opposite. This person is doing the opposite here, as you can see. They are drinking to excess, or they could be dealing with addictions right now. I'm seeing a drinking problem. This person could be an alcoholic. They could be using alcohol to deal with how they're dealing with their life right now or how they feel in their life. This could get worse as they walk closer to the information about you, or as they develop a clearer picture of who you are now. They're going to realize that you're a spiritual person now, that you're protected now, that you could be somebody who spends more time meditating, who cares more about the arrangement of things in your life than the things you actually have, or the amount of people that are backing you. Like, I don't even think you care about like popularity. I think you just care about feeling good, being good, feeling healthy, getting on the right path, doing what you're put on this planet to do. While this person has wasted their time just drinking and trying desperately to keep the facade that they're still bougie, that they're still flexing, that they still have the money that their parents gave them, or the inheritance, or the playboy lifestyle, the lifestyle where they can go to Spain on a weekend if they want to, or they can fly to Canada randomly if they want to, or Australia, like just for fun. Like they it's like they're running themselves dry, and I feel like this is going to get worse as they realize and they understand that the the chance with you is non-existent. It's not even slim. The chance with you nowadays, whereas they're coming from that 10-year-old mindset, and you're like now in the future, it's kind of like that. It's like they're now realizing like, damn, like I'm so behind this person in so many ways. and I tried to treat this person could have tried to treat you like you were stupid in the past, or like you didn't know what you were talking about because of where you're from, or because you don't have as much money, like they, or like they could have been racist, or like you're not the same culture as them, and maybe they thought that you just aren't as educated or would know anything. Like they always treated you like you were stupid, right? But now they're realizing that you weren't stupid at all. It was them who was the stupid one. And the closer that they step to you, and the closer they walk to you, and the more they see that people actually agree with what you say, or the way you explain things, or the way you live your life makes sense, and how their life just doesn't make sense, the way they think doesn't make sense, because it roots from materialism, it roots from like a childhood where they were parented by money, um and items. They're just gonna drink, like they're just not gonna, and they're gonna know that I don't think there's ever a chance in the future that they'll ever relate to someone like you. The only way they were able to be in the same room as somebody like you was because you didn't know your power back then, and you didn't understand your conditions, and what you actually need to be better, to feel better. And now that you have hold of those things, or you have a grasp of how, to better take care of yourself, like maybe you're meditating more, you're doing yoga, you could be working out more, like you're figuring things out for yourself, taking certain vitamins, um yeah, like your worth, and that you, like, this person's gonna see that you only want healthy things in your life, not somebody like this. Like, they're gonna look at you, and you're gonna be so shiny that they're gonna be looking at a mirror. Like, you're gonna be so polished, so beautiful, so got it together, so natural. Like, everything in your life is gonna be like so naturally falling into place in this person's face when they look more into what's going on in your life. They're gonna get so depressed because, yeah, you're gonna be so shiny. You're gonna be like a reflection to them. They're gonna be forced to look in the mirror and look at themselves, because they're gonna see how beautiful you are, and they're gonna be like, wow, was Jungle Collective always this beautiful? Were they always this handsome in person? Were they always this smart? Were they always this fucking insightful, and I had this person in my life? Oh, and they're gonna realize they can't come to you with the same shit, the same bullshit, the same box of chocolates, the same crappy flowers that they did before, the same I'm sorry, or the same, whatever it may be, the same conversation. Hey bro, hey brother, you want to go to the park? You want to talk? You want to chill? You want to do drugs? Or you want to drink? You want to go to the bar? Like, can't come to you with that anymore, because you're in such a different place. They're gonna walk closer to you, and they're just gonna see you, and they're gonna be like, wow, like, you're so stunning, or you're so, wow, like, you glowed, right? They're gonna see the glow that you spent the last years, or the last however long this was, working on. And they're gonna stop, and they're gonna start to get insecure, and they're gonna start to look at themselves just maybe the same way they made you look at yourself in the past. They're gonna look in the mirror, they're gonna look at how bad their addictions got to their skin and their body, and how how overworked they are, and they're gonna be like, damn, I don't even think this person's gonna want to even talk to me or see me like this. Like, they're gonna be so self-conscious, they're not gonna ever be able to bring themselves to step up to you in person. I think that they would be, if they don't decide to come to you in person, and they decide to come to you like from far away, or like on the internet, this could be somebody who like realizes that, like, they would be way too self-conscious standing next to you, because maybe in the past they could have even kept you around because maybe they thought that you didn't look as good as them, and they felt good. But now, like, you look really hot, or sexy, or beautiful, or abundant, or you're in your power, and this person is just like drinking and drinking and not taking care of themselves, not taking care of their body, not doing the same self-care, not the same skincare routine. They have to work so much. They're basically paying their karma for like all of the crap that they did or talked about you about. And they're gonna realize, damn, like, I can't even be in the same room as this person. I can't even sit at a lunch table with this person, like, looking like this. if this person knew people that like went to the same school as you guys, this person could have like tried. I this isn't for everyone, but I feel like recently this person could have tried to like slander you to certain people who knew you in high school, and I don't think that you know that you know that they know each other. This is like people that this is somebody that you didn't even know that this lady or this feminine person knew, but they do somehow. Like, it could be somebody who's in the same town as them. Like, they know somebody that also knows you from high school, okay? And I feel like they tried to go to this person and talk to them about you in a negative way, and I think that this person got shut down immediately. Or they tried to talk to a group of people that knew you in high school or knew you at the same time that you knew this person, and they tried to bring something up about you, and these people completely shut them down. One of these people that they shut down could have actually have a crush on you. Or you could have had a crush on this person in the past. This could be somebody that you could have had a crush on, like in high school or something, and they could have turned you down or like whatever for whatever reason, and you just like moved on with your life, and now that person like kind of likes you now for some reason, maybe because you glowed up or like you're taking care of yourself now, and maybe there's like actually I think there's a lot of people that you used to know that kind of really like have a little bit of a crush on you right now, or kind of have an admiration for you now, that didn't see it before, but now they understand the vision, and a lot of them are actually taking up for you against this person that you wouldn't expect. And also, you wouldn't even expect this person to even be talking to these people, but they're so desperate and they're so like bored. I feel like they went out of their way anyways, knowing that you knew these people, or knowing that you used to like this person, say in high school. Like, maybe this person, maybe like when you were friends with this person back then, like years ago, like in school with them, or like in childhood, or whenever it was college that you knew this person. Because I'm getting like a childhood or past with this person years ago. Like I said, you could have told them, like, I have a crush on I have a crush on so and so in my math class. I have such a big crush on them. I have a crush on someone so and so in my Spanish class. I had such a big crush on them. Oh my god. And this person back then, they remember that. It's so weird. They, like, it could have been years ago. They remember that you had a crush on this one person, right? I feel like this person went and looked for that person somehow, or like, if this isn't like school that you went to this person with, this could be somebody that you could have worked at a certain establishment, or like office or store with this person for a long time, like some part of someone work, family, or a school with this person, or a classroom, right? So if this isn't like a person you had a class with, it could be somebody you worked with mutually, and that person was there, but they're in a different department. Like, maybe this is somebody that you used to work with, right? And this person was in the same company building, and they could be like in another department, like in finances, and you're like, oh, I have such a huge crush on Stacy from finances, and you told this person who worked in the same cubicle as you, and they remember this, and this could be years ago from a completely old job. Like, maybe you don't even remember, like, really remember this going on. I don't even think you remember telling this person. And I think that this person like went because maybe that person that you had a crush on, or you might have like mentioned to this person all those years ago, they could be like working in the same town still. They could, if this is from school, they could still be in the same town you guys went to school in, and this person still is in the same town. Or if not, if this person is still working at that very same company to this day that you left years and years and years ago, that you had a crush on, and this person still knows that that person works there, and they still like live in the same town as that company, or they might like still work in that company still somehow, like they still might work in the same department that you left, and this person tried to, so what happened is that this person went to that person that you used to have a crush on, and I think they tried to badmouth you to them, or they tried to bring you up to them in a weird way, and it was kind of like, hey, do you remember Jungle Collective from like 10 years ago? Remember when they worked with me in they worked with me in accounting and or whatever it is. They worked with me over here, and blah blah blah. You know, it was so funny. They used to do this, they used to do that. They're so stupid. Oh my god, they used to be like this. I used to be their friend. I'm not their friend anymore. Like, they were trying to embarrass you to this person. They were like, or they like could have, if this person like still like works somewhere in that town, like I said, that you went to school in, they went to that person's work, or like they found a way to like patronize their business, like come across their store or like the place they work at, and they were like, hey, don't I know you from like the school like years ago, or the workplace or whatever. And that person's like, oh no, kind of, I don't know. Oh, but you don't like, so that person doesn't even know this person. That's what's so creepy. This person's a little bit weird and obsessive, because like they don't even recognize this person. But they're like, no, I don't really recognize you, but I did go to that school, or I did go work there. Well, do you remember Jungle Collective? And that person's like, yeah, I do remember Jungle Collective, actually. Because, like I said, there's people in your town, or like people in your old companies or places that you've been in general, like old schools that you've been to, or classes even, or like even like spin classes you've been to, where people actually remember you, and they like kind of like you, especially where you're going now. Like, some people have been keeping tabs on you, whether or not you know this. Like, there are some people that actually have kept tabs on you for a really long time, and they like kind of like you now, or like they kind of like, they see you in a positive light, because you could have gone through a glow up. You're not really a nerdy person, or you're really not really like a quote unquote unconventional looking person, unconventionally like attractive, or whatever you call it. Like, people kind of find you desirable now that you're older. You could have a better job now. You guys, like I said, could be taking better care of yourselves and just not really giving a shit. And anyways, so that person that they're talking to, that you used to have a crush on, they brought you up to that person, and not knowing that that person has been keeping tabs on you, and that person low-key kind of likes you, or sees you in a bright light. They actually could even highly regard you. This could be somebody that rejected you, though, or like somebody you never asked out. Like, this could be somebody that never got to ask you out to the dance, or somebody that you never really got around to flirting with much in the office, or something like that. Like, or like they just weren't they just turned you down, but now they like, somehow they're like keeping tabs on you, and they're like, now they're like kind of have a little crush on you, or they kind of like curious about you in a positive way. Like, you could be in the public eye right now doing something positive. I'm seeing positive, so this person has either way, this person highly regards you. This person that you used to have a crush on, or you used to want to talk to somewhere, they highly regard you, and they remember you. They actually keep tabs on you with, like, in social media or somewhere, or they might, maybe they follow you somewhere. And so this person stumbles in, and they stumble into the store, or the tire shop. Let's say tire shop. They go into the tire shop, and they're like, hey, didn't I go to school with you? And the guy is like, I don't even remember you. And they're like, do you remember Jungle Collective? And the guy is like, yeah, actually I do. Yeah, I do. Because he kind of like, the guy or the girl, the person's like, yeah, I do remember Jungle Collective. Oh, wow, how are they doing? Yeah, you're friends with them, right? Oh, yes. How is Jungle Collective? They're like, so the way it went, it was like they actually got curious about how you're doing, like, because they kind of got a little excited. And this person was like, oh, did you know that they had a crush on you in school? Or they had a crush on you when we were working together at that office? Or blah, blah, blah. Like, and they, like, did this, they said that, and they're this kind of person, and they used to be that kind of person. And they're just saying, like, a lot of things about you from, like, 10 years ago. Like, 1,000 years ago that obviously you don't do anymore. Literally from, like, when you were kids, possibly. And it's really off-putting. It's weird. And it became obvious that this person has no access to the newer version of you. Because the person they were talking to, the person that they were, like, trying to kind of badmouth you to, or, like, try to embarrass you or humiliate you to, already kind of keeps tabs on you and follows you still. So that guy or that girl or whoever that you used to have a crush on, that they kind of knew about back then, they were like, it was immediately obvious to that person that this person hasn't seen you recently, because they could possibly keep tabs on you in a weird way, or like, or if not, a lot of other people around like around that town talk about you a lot, or like they could know friends of yours or have mutual friends that, you know, might bring you up. And this person, whatever they're bringing up, is like really old news, like, and it's really off-putting and weird, and it's, you know, they're talking about you like they're your enemy, and it's obvious that they're not your friend. And so that person kind of is like, you know what, like, that's cool, that's funny. Well, I don't really know you, I don't really remember your name. Can I get, so what can I get you today? Like, they just kind of like made it really awkward. They kind of shut this person down. They kind of just brushed it off. They were like, well, that's cool, I guess. Well, I hope, you know, and they could have said something about you too. They said, well, you know, I hope that their new careers turning up, because they look really good now, honestly. And then they kind of just said, so which tires do you want changed? Or, okay, so what can I get you? Like, they just completely brushed it off. They didn't even listen to this person. They kind of embarrassed them. There could have been other people around watching this go on, and this person could have walked out of the shop really embarrassed, kind of like, okay, like, it was really embarrassing, because like they look really childish, like they look really way too old to like kind of bring you up in that way and talk about you in a rude way. What they could have said even could have slipped out. They could have slipped out something low-key racist about you, or something weird about your ancestors or your ancestry. Like, they could have said something strange about your background, or something. Like, they could have slipped something out as they were talking about you, and it immediately just, everybody just immediately turned around. They just stopped listening. They're just like, this person's coming off as like an addict that, like, you know, they're coming off as somebody that they're uncomfortable with having in their shop, low-key. Like, they're kind of not there all the way, and they're talking about you to this person, and this person's like, I'm gonna need you to get out of my business right now. Like, you're kind of scaring away like the customers. Like, it's embarrassing. This person is humiliated. Like, they got embarrassed for trying to bring you up, and now they're like thinking about like, they're still gaslighting the whole situation and thinking about, oh well, if I just go talk to this person, maybe they're the same person, you know. And it's like, no, you're not. And they'll come to realize this, and when they come to realize this, they'll understand why, like, your former crush said that, or whoever that person is, or this group of people said, you know, defended you in a weird way. And they'll understand that they're just not on your level. They can never have a chance with you. They can never have a chance to come back in your life and treat you horribly ever again, because you know that they're two-faced. You know that they're two-faced. You know that they have nothing good to offer you, or nothing positive to bring to your life. And now they really know that there's nothing at all that they possibly could, yeah, like, actually do to improve your life, because it looks like you kind of have it set. You look like you kind of have all the bases covered without this person, because it's been so long. It's been years since you've actually talked to this person. You've been doing fine on your own, and it looks like you're not going to take them back. Yeah. People want this person to shut up. People want this person to stop talking. I think everywhere they go, and they even bring up this situation about you, or just in general, like, every time they open their mouth, I think that they're so unrelatable. And like I said, like, they came from a bougie place, like a bougie place in their life where they had a lot of money, and they got to go to more expensive places. They didn't really have to work, to a place where they have to work 3 jobs. They have to work around people who know what it's like to have to pay all their bills on time. And so when they start talking the way they do, when they came from a, you know, a more middle class, suburban, or high class place, and they're around these people who are just trying to make ends meet, they're going to come across as embarrassing and annoying, and they're going to say really insensitive stuff, because they're not relatable. They just can't be relatable, because they just don't come from that place. They're come from another place. They're transplanted. And so it's going to come across as off-putting. It's going to come across as like immature. They're already immature but they're saying they care about immature stuff still, like materialism. And so they're just going to end up really lonely and like in their 3 jobs, and they're going to just not be able to really take care of themselves until they realize that money and what people have isn't, all that's important in life. And they're going to realize why so many people like you now, or why so many people look up to you, or why people are amping up to do that. Like, it's why your future is going to look like this. And why you don't want to waste your time or your valuable energy, your star energy, on this person who's stalking you from your past. Yeah. This person could have car issues. They could get pulled over for speeding. Someone here could get pulled over for speeding or driving recklessly. I mean, if it brings it back to the alcoholic skeleton pirate from earlier, like, this person could be drinking so much to the point where they are driving under the influence, and they could get into a serious accident or cause a serious accident, and this can land them in jail or land them in further public humiliation, to be honest. Yeah. Actually, I feel like they're going to get caught. I think that's how they're going to get caught stalking you, or get caught, like, outside your old house, like your childhood house, or, like, I don't know, somewhere. Because, like I said, this could be somebody who knew you from, like, a long time ago, or, like, from your old life. And, maybe some of you, like, went to jail for a little bit, and you stopped talking to this person, and then you came back, and maybe, like, they're looking for you at, like, your old house, or, like, your grandma's house, or your mom's house, or, like, where you used to be before you changed your life, or went away for a little bit, or hibernated, or not, maybe not actual jail, maybe you, like, hibernated for a second. They, like, are trying to search for you there and stalk you, and also at the same time talk shit about you, or find things to talk shit about you at this point because they don't have a life. On top of them trying to work 3 jobs. I don't know how people have the time for this. Maybe they're hiring someone to do this for you. That person is going to get into an accident or something on the way, and they're going to get caught. I feel like this person is going to, because they're like a drunk, like they drink so much, they're going to, like, drive under the influence on the way to stalking you or something like that, because maybe this person lives somewhere far away from you, or like I said earlier in the beginning, like, this could be somebody who lives in a completely different town, and that's why you were never worried about ever seeing them again, or you would never see them again, because maybe they live so far away. And maybe this person is going to get caught stalking you, or on their way to stalk you, because they're going to drive under the influence and drive recklessly, and maybe crash somewhere around where you live, or somewhere out of town that makes it obvious that they're not supposed to be there because they live so far away. And they might find some stuff in this person's car. Like, when they crash, the police might come in, and, of course, this person's under the influence. They're gonna, do the breathalyzer. They're gonna get in trouble for that first, and that's gonna cause the cops to go search their car for, like, the evidence of, like, drinking or whatever else they might find, whatever drugs, just in case there's other drugs or illegal stuff in this person's car. They're gonna go and look in there. I think they're gonna find maybe, like, the way this person's talking, the way, like, the reasoning for this person being in town also is gonna look really weird, or the reason for them driving, because they might ask this person, where are you driving to, and this person might not even know where they're driving to because they're not from your town. And the police might find this weird, and they might go search their car, and they might find something in their car that exposes them stalking you in an illegal way, or exposes them for trying to do something really sketchy, really creepy, scary, or dangerous, or harmful to you. Like, they might find some weird equipment in their car in this crash site, and this person's gonna get landed in jail. They might, if it's a really bad crash, this person might wake up handcuffed to their hospital bed, because maybe while they're unconscious, the police will immediately find evidence of this person being a danger. Like, this person, like, there might even be, like, illegal stuff, like, in that car that they find that already causes them to cuff them, but maybe this person had like weapons in their car. Like maybe this person could have like unregistered weapons. They could have like, or they could have like weird shit like rope, gloves, ski mask, crowbar, like lighter fluid, gasoline, like really scary, like sketchy, suspicious shit in the trunk of their car. That they need to be questioned for, and it could be going as far as like photographs of you. Like they could even find photographs of you that are like taken from far away, or like high powered cameras with like lenses, binoculars, like shit that you would find in a real stakeout, like a shovel, like really creepy, weird, like this person plotted everything out. They could even have like a list in their car of like things you wear, or places you go, or like your address. Like they're gonna say to the police, they're gonna lie and say, I don't, they're gonna be also drunk, be like, I don't know where I was driving to. I was just driving, 2 hours, 1 hour, 3 hours away from my home for nothing. And they're gonna find this suspicious. They're gonna be like, what are you doing here? Why you're driving drunk? Obviously, maybe they cause an injury to someone, and that's already, grounds for them, like, being questioned and then arrested. But on top of that, they're gonna not know why they came to town, right? Quote unquote. And the police are going to search this person's car, and they're going to find exactly why they came to town, because they're going to find something in their car that indicates your address, or indicates some information about you, or points to you being a target of something that's going to really show the real reason why this person crashed their car somewhere around your region, or wherever they do, on the way to stalking you. Because yeah, and they're going to get arrested. They're going to get exposed for this. Now, this isn't the story for everybody. This is just what I'm seeing in here. Like, and honestly, this is pretty cut and dry. What's funny is that this is a reading that's really cut and dry for me. I haven't found anything so far in this story that makes me feel like it might be something else for some reason. So this has to resonate with someone out there. I don't know who specific, and if it does, please let me know, and please be safe, dude. Like, please be safe out there. Get some pepper spray, get a taser, get a knife, get whatever you need to do. Take some self-defense classes to make yourself feel safe at night. If you guys want, I can teach you guys to punch or something, or kick, but just stay safe. This person is unstable. They're giving me unstable vibes. Like, they're not used to the lifestyle that the universe is forcing them to be in, and it's causing them to act out in really unstable ways. But I mean, as for you, I feel like you're doing well with whatever you're working on. Like, as for you, like, can we get some advice for this? As for you, you've got plenty of options. Like, I don't even think you're worried about this person. I think you've got so much more other things going on in your life right now. Like, you're looking at your options right now. You're looking at, like, the fork in the road. You're looking at where you need to go next in your life to better improve and move on. I don't think you're even anywhere close to this person, because this person is somebody you thought you would never ever have to see ever again in your life. Like, ever. Like, you thought that this person was literally like, they're buried, they're done. But like, you're not even focused on this. I feel like you may get something in the mail that regarding information about this, or someone might come to you in your DMs and tell you that this has happened. Or maybe a police officer may come to your house eventually and ask you a few questions regarding this, and they might even tell you, like, so we found your picture in this person's car, we found your address in this person's car who crashed, we don't know what's going on, blah blah blah, we think that you might have been a target of something. They might tell you a little bit of what's going on, and you might be caught off guard, because it's going to be somebody that you really don't expect to do this. Like, you don't even expect to be like this, what do you call it, like, unstable. And so yeah, like, I feel like this person, made you feel like you had to do everything on your own. You had to fight for yourself. All of the issues and whatever you were concerned about in your life at the time were like not important because, you know, you weren't attractive or you weren't rich like them. And so they just thought that you, I don't know, like they just didn't care, and they just wanted to make you feel like you were alone in the world. They wanted to make you feel like nobody would ever help you with all of the struggles in your life. But in reality, now they're forced to see you reach 10 of Pentacles. They're forced to see you get hella money. Your career might pop off. Something with your job might pop off. Some of you might get promoted. Some of you might get a really big opportunity. Some of you guys are starting a family. You could be getting a house. You could be getting a family, like I said. You could be getting married. You could be having kids. You could be getting basically whatever it is that you've always wanted. This person is forced to like basically watch you as they stalk you. They're gonna be forced to watch you like get everything you've ever wanted in your life the right way without anybody giving it to you, like this person. And they're just gonna be in shock, and I think it's just gonna force them to drink more. It's just gonna cause them to dip into their addictions very intensely, to the point where they're gonna get reckless with their stalking and they're going to crash. And that's when this whole thing is gonna break down, and you might hear about it. And this person is going to go to jail. 8 of Wands. Yeah, wow. This might happen pretty soon. You might get like when this happens, you're gonna get an instant message. Like it's gonna be really fast, like a really quick message about this. It's gonna feel like everything is just boom, 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 boom. Like first the car crashes, and then this happens, and this and that. Maybe it might even be like it might feel like a revolving door. Like I feel like the moment something like this comes out, some sort of information comes to you about this, I think that you're going to feel very different. Like it might change the way you live. Maybe it'll make you feel like you have to step up your security, like you might actually have to move. Some of you might be put into witness protection. Some of you guys might have to might be put in a position where you have to leave your job, leave everything behind, and just like go to a completely different place. Or and it might be fast. Like it might be like step 1, step 2, step 3, signed all the contracts, now we're out. Like it might be like day 1 you were here, and then day 2 you were there after this happens. Like it's gonna be like a revolving door for some reason. It might trigger a certain event that just causes you to move somehow or expand. Maybe this gives you hella publicity or something, and maybe that's how you'll move. Or maybe or like I said, like witness protection, or somebody just by chance, like in time, might give you a weird opportunity like at the same time regarding this. Or maybe people will hear about this happening to you, and they will help you out of the blue. Yeah. Knight of Wands. This person could be younger than you. They could be a fire sign, or somebody here could have fire placements. That's Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. This person could be blonde. This is another confirmation. Someone here could have blonde hair. It could be kind of like shoulder length. This person could have a really hard time sleeping. They could have really big bags under their eyes. As you can see here, his eyes have like huge lines under them. This person could have bags under their eyes. They have trouble sleeping. They have bags because they like look at their screen a lot. This is someone who could be a college graduate. They could have actually graduated college, so they have a degree. Or this could be somebody who's focused on like academia, or like seeming smart or some shit, but they don't actually care about mature things, or like how life actually works, if that makes sense. Like this could be somebody who's like very inexperienced in life because of like, you know, the material things, the comforts that their life has provided them up until this point. They've been very sheltered, but they could be somebody who wants to work in a field that requires you not to be sheltered, if that makes sense. Or something like that. Or they could talk in a way where they think that they're smart, but like they're too sheltered to know everything. And they're just, this is somebody who just comes off as immature, like somebody who's just immature and not. This person could have been crying a lot. I'm seeing tears here. This someone who could be crying a lot. they're just seen as immature, like a fuckboy, like somebody who just can't settle down or like know what they want in life, and they're jealous of you. And Six of Wands, and they're gonna have to sit there and keep crying because you're gonna be really successful with whatever you're working on. I feel like you've already moved away from this situation and you're already in the position of like working on the successful part. Like I feel like you've already, in all of that time, you already did so much work that you've already moved on to Six of Wands. Like you, whatever you're working on right now, it's going to be very successful. And if this is like some sort of battle or some sort of feud or fight that this person might bring up, you're going to win. You're going to win somehow. Oh, look at this. This guy came back up again. Yeah. You're going to win, and this person is going to be stuck in this immature energy, and people are not going to listen to them at all. They already aren't. Five of Swords. Yeah. People might actually end up beating this person up. This person might get jumped. Or fight this person. This person might get fought, or maybe if this is your like if this is a situation, you know, that makes sense to you, like maybe you might end up beating up this person or putting them in their place by fighting them, arguing with them. Either way, you're sailing away very swiftly and fast from this situation, and I think you're already moving out of out of your current life state. Like I feel like right now you're in the middle of like floating out of like the past anyways. So I think like this person is so far back, you're not even seeing them, and I don't think it's ever gonna reach you because you already are sailing away from like a bunch of other stuff, and I think this is just another thing in the past that you don't really care about at this point. And I mean, I'm just seeing good stuff for you. Like you're gonna be really successful. You're getting out of these chains, like you're getting out of this struggle. I mean, also somebody here, like this person could go to jail, or like somebody could be going to jail while you move on. Somebody could be going to jail or could be mentally trapped because you're moving on, or you could be leaving a lot of people trapped where they are in their minds because you could have moved on from some people recently, or you are in the process of that. You're in the process of cutting off a lot of people, moving places, moving to calmer waters, moving from places that bring you strife, anger, sadness, and insecurity, hate, jealousy, you know, opposite of love, peace. You're just moving on from those things, and I just don't think you're not listening to anybody that is in your past anymore. Yeah, these people in your past, you're running away from them, honestly, or you're just kind of cutting things away that you once had affection for to be healthier. And these people are trapped mentally right now by that. But while these people all secretly plot, maybe some of these people might be secretly plotting to try to bring you a lot of burdens because you won't let them back in. But they're all going to be forced to watch you like go for your dreams while they're stuck doing the same cycles over and over again. Yeah, because you are a Queen of Swords. You could be a air sign. You only just want the truth from people, and you're looking for honest people to surround yourself with, which is exactly what you're doing actively. And these people from your past, including this strange person who obsessively is stalking you, um, is cut off, and they're not going to be able to reach you. Especially when you get to I feel like as time goes on, you're just gonna get more successful, like gradually. You're just gonna keep blowing up and building up, and your defenses and your guards are just gonna get stronger and stronger. And I think these people are just not even gonna be able to be in the same universe as you or the same room as you. Like you're just gonna glow so differently from them. All right, well, that ended up being 2 hours. I hope that resonated for someone or helped someone out there. Please feel free to let me know. I know that one was really specific. Uh, if you guys liked my reading, feel free to also leave me a like, comment, or an email, or a tip or a donation to my cash tag in the description, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for being here.